Alright, every movie buff out there knows that January of every year is pretty much the garbage dump of all bad movies. But somehow, in that dump, there's always that one movie that somehow redeems the month. So, Mama is basically the new horror thriller film that is produced, not directed by Guillermo del Toro. That's how I pronounce his name, there you go. And he has really produced the most exciting films because last year's Don't Be Afraid of the Dark was quite terrible. Two kids that get stranded in a cabin in the woods after their father tries to kill them and commit suicide. However, this creature ends up killing them and ends up taking the kids as her own. Years later, the guy's brother is looking for the kids, finally finds them, and although the kids aren't really in the most elevated psychological state, while the first one's improving, the other one is like a golem child. She's just messed up in the head. The uncle of the kids takes him in, along with his girlfriend played by Jessica Chastain, who's more of a punk rocker type chick. Along with the kids comes the return of Mama. As you guys know, January movies, like I said in the intro, are pretty much like a garbage dump for Hollywood to put all their just shit movies into. But just every single year there's always just one movie that ends up being good, and Mama is that movie. The first and second acts of this movie are really where the horror just shines all around. It's full of suspense. This is the good old school scares where you're just seeing just those still shots of the darkness, and then you just see a creature come out of nowhere, but you don't see the creature at all. That's what Mama is 90% of the time. Most of the actors are decent. Well, Jessica Chastain, yes, being the standout. The two little kids in this movie, I can't remember what their names were. They were really good. They were kind of cute in a very creepy way, especially the little golem child that you see going all across the halls. And yes, there's a guy from Game of Thrones. I haven't seen that show. He was par-ish, I would say. Plus, yes, this movie is at times terrifying. When the scary parts were coming up, there were literally moments where I was pressing the back of my seat. There was this one scene in particular where, I'm not gonna give away what happens, but it involves trying to find this monster with flash photography. It scared the crap out of me. And the thing I love about this movie is that, especially in the first and second acts, how you don't see the creature. I love it when horror movies do this. This is a bit of a good and a bad. There were parts that were predictable. I find predictable, but still scared the crap out of me, and I applaud a horror movie for doing that. One of the things I really didn't like about this movie was almost the entire third act of it. Because, like I said before, I love it when horror movies don't show the creature. In the third act, you see Mama in her CGI glory. The CGI in Mama is absolutely terrible. It's to the point of laughable. Now, if Mama had been made of puppets, then it would have been absolutely terrifying whether you saw her or not. Overall, Mama and the plethora of the garbage dump of January movies is that one movie that shows a little bit of hope for the rest of 2013. It has a great first and second act, a not so strong third act, very scary throughout, great acting, especially from Jessica Chastain. It is actually a pretty good date movie. So I'm gonna give Mama a 3 out of 5 stars. So comment down, let me know below of what your favorite January movie. And I will see you guys next time.
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.